Jody Lester, or JL, and you are on Elevated Living at elevateme.org, and this is the Daily Lift. We are beginning our series in March 2011, and this month we are going to discover some concepts and delve into the truer definitions and a little bit about more clarity on some of the things and the words and the ideals that we have and use. And today, let's begin with need versus wants. This is a good one. Seems so simple, but most of us struggle with it. Although I think we have a really good grasp of working definition of need versus want, at least mentally, that we sure could get a better grasp on it in our practice and in our behavior. Need. Well, maybe we don't have the best definition working for need. A lot of times we think we need things that we don't really need. We need to really think about ourselves in the scope of our development. Now, we can tell on our ages a little bit, because when I was younger, we didn't have all of these technological luxuries that we have now. And if they really were a necessity, wouldn't we have perished in our youth? Needs are funny things. They can develop over time. We can begin to rely so heavily on something that we forget that it is indeed a luxury, like a car. Now, is it practical to walk 30 to 40 miles to your occupational destination or to the store where you might have to buy something vital like a bed or some type of medicine for your children or for a sick family member or loved one? No, that's not practical. Is it possible to walk 30 or 40 miles and not have a car? Yes, it is. But if it's something that's an extreme emergency, you can perish, die, or be wounded beyond recovery in the transition. So things like having reliable transportation becomes almost a necessity. But we really need to evaluate what our needs are. Do we need to have cable and satellite television? If you're a researcher and you have to watch certain programs to get feedback on them because that's how you bring in a living for your household, it may be a need for you. But if you just want your eyeballs entertained, it might not be a need. Do you need to have a certain type of car or a flat screen television or a game console system? Not necessarily. Do we need to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different versions of the same sweater or pair of shoes or suits? Not necessarily. We have to really decide what is a need versus a want. You know, most of the things that we have, we wanted. And then there's a saying that goes, be careful what you ask for, you might get it. Because we have, as a people, as a society, such a hard time discerning between the things, the people, and the places, the concepts, the situations that we need versus the ones that we just kind of desire. We get in a lot of trouble. This is important to get it right. It's important to sometimes strip down to our basics. It's good to evaluate, especially in times like this, times where gas prices are soaring and the economy is tough and the housing market is tight and people's jobs are tenuous, to really get back to basics. And the basics are your needs: food, water, shelter, socialization, sound mind, good health, ingenuity. Those are needs. Desires, well, desires can turn into tricky little things and can lead us to pride and greed and gluttony and can lead us down a very slippery slope. We have to be careful about what our wants versus our needs. They can trip us up, not only in just life and material things and finances, but it can trip us up in our personal lives as well. Sometimes we want so bad to be with a certain type of person, or we want a certain relationship status, and we're not really prepared or ready for those things that we want so much. It hurts sometimes. We want it. And then when we get it, we find out we're not ready. We don't have the means, the resources to maintain it, or it's just not good for us. It doesn't work for us. It drains us. It takes away our passion. It brings out the worst because we just wanted it, and it's not what we really needed. This has been Jody Lester, or JL, and you are on Elevated Living at elevateme.org. And until we next connect, I am wishing that every need is met and that life is made richer and simpler by paring down some of those unnecessary desires while living the very best of life. Ciao.